Hello and good day, Mike Adcock with an update on our tropical depression to the southeast of Guam. This briefing is based on the 9 Zulu Japan Meteorological Agency advisory from the 28th of February. Take a look at satellite imagery. We do see a much better improved system in terms of organization. You see quite a bit more convection there along the north and through the southeast of the center of circulation. As of 9 Zulu or 7 p.m. local time, the center of circulation was about 480 kilometers west-northwest of Chuuk, or about 615 kilometers south-southeast of Guam. Right now, not seeing a whole lot of movement one way or another. Winds by JMA 55 kilometers per hour, gusting up to 85, with a pressure down now to 1,000 hectopascal. Right now, this is on the cusp of becoming a tropical storm. Have seen quite a bit of organization over the past 6 to 12 hours, so would not be surprised if this gets upgraded by JMA overnight or early Saturday morning. That would get the feminine Lao name of Faxi. Alright, take a look at our Dvorak analyses. Again, with the improvement in organization, we're seeing a lot of changes here to the numbers. Interesting of note, JMA and JTWC both going for a data T of 2.5. Meanwhile, JTWC probably the more bullish of the organizations, 2.5 with data T, pattern and model both 2. But for an overall, JMA NESDIS 1.5. JTWC 2.0, the advanced Dvorak technique quite a bit stronger there at 2.3, which is just under tropical storm strength. NESDIS's remarks here talking about their data T was 1.5 based on a 3/10 convection wrap on the log 10 scale. JTWC on the other hand, and I'm assuming JMA was about 4/10, which gave them the 2.5. Alright, so let's take a look at the regional satellite image. Do see our depression there southeast of Guam. Notice the stratocumulus that we've been tracking to the north of the system. That's starting to move off to the east. That's because our area of high pressure is moving off in response to this approaching frontal boundary that's off the eastern coast of Japan. Do see that displayed on the JMA surface analysis. Now this is important because this is going to play a role in both the near-term and long-term track. Near-term, you're stuck between this large area of high pressure as well as the equatorial ridge off to the south and southeast. Because it's in this cold area between the two, you're not going to see a whole lot of movement one way or another. Thus, the nearly stationary conditions. Now, not seeing a whole lot of forward motion through your Saturday. Now, as we get into Sunday, because of this trough, or this frontal boundary, as well as this next one that's moving off China, that's going to help influence this area of high pressure off to the southeast. Because of that, that's going to create a weakness to the north, which will allow our depressions to start moving northward. Now, exactly where it starts moving northward, it's up for debate. But right now we're starting to get a better idea from the model consensus. Right now the northwestern fringe of the system is starting to give some isolated rain showers and thunderstorms across the southern Marianas Islands as well as there in Guam. This is the composite reflectivity out for 248 nautical miles there at Andersen Air Force Base. Do see those isolated showers popping up here on radar. JMA's track, again, really not much to talk about here because there's not going to be a whole lot of motion in the near term. Right now, nearly stationary, but over the next 24 hours should start to see an eastward drift. Intensification is expected by this time tomorrow, looking for winds to have increased up to 75 kilometers per hour with gusts up to 110. And here is to compare, this is the JTWC track. Now, I mentioned this because JTWC earlier today has upgraded this system to a tropical depression, so do have the 5-day track now. Again, near term, it's going to be very erratic in terms of motion. We've already seen that, and that's going to continue to happen. Now, as that area of high pressure moves off to the east, this is going to help move the system off to the north. Looking for some intensification. Right now, it looks like JTWC has throttled the amount of intensification. Right now, only looking at about 55 knots peak strength. But the key thing here is it's moved off to the east, away from the Mariana Islands. And to illustrate this, here's the model track guidance from the various model runs at 6 Zulu. Again, you see that they are becoming more consolidated now. That's not something that we've been seeing. It's starting to get a better idea of what's really going on. You notice this light blue line here off to the west. This is the GFS. This is the most westward outlier. A lot of it, and this black line here representing the consensus, quite a bit further away from Guam. Now I bring this up because right now it looks like the rain chances, the wind chances there in Guam as well as the Mariana Islands is improving. You're not going to see as much heavy rain as we were concerned, but because of this near-term erratic motion, there is still low confidence in the forecast. So definitely keep an eye out for it. If you're in in the Marianas, if you're in Micronesia, matter of fact, you're starting to see some heavy rain there in and around Chuuk. That's going to create, or it's already creating some mudslides as reported by the National Weather Service in Guam. So definitely keep an eye on this system, but it looks like a lot of the islands should be spared from the brunt of this system. Intensification terms of intensification, I should say, models are starting to back off a little bit. GFS still going for a weak typhoon, but strong tropical storm, weak typhoon, still should be a sizable storm, especially for this time of year. Not a whole lot in terms of weather plots out there. Again, just showing those rain showers out towards Chuuk, and then some gusty winds and some showers as well over for Guam. Of course, we're going to continue to monitor the progress of our depression. You can get the latest information at westernpacificweather.com. We'll also be posting on Twitter and Facebook as well. And you can join in on the conversation at storm2k.org. I'll also be posting on my Twitter feed there at Senior Pepper. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day. Be safe out there, and have a great day.